Coming up on Hashtag That,
we watched The Joker this weekend, and boy, do we have some thoughts.
Plus, Gabby Brolofsky is here for this week's Highs and Lows.
All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood. We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
Welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Taylor Sniffen.
And I'm Tyler McNeill.
Tyler, I would love to welcome you to your first on-camera debut.
Thanks, Taylor. I'm super excited to be here with you, especially because we are used to doing the more behind-the-scenes work in SPB.
Same here, Tyler. We have a bunch to talk about, so let's get right into it. This past week was Mental Health Awareness Week. Quinnipiac had Instagram stories full of reminders to slow down and take a deep breath. And this is Hashtag's reminder, especially during midterms week, to make sure you are taking care of yourself. Remembering to breathe, relax, and check in with yourself about how you are feeling often can make the difference. And in by far the best news we could give, October is National Adopt a Dog Month, meaning you have the perfect excuse to head to the shelter and adopt every adorable puppy you see.
Quinnipiac has been waiting for Fall Fest and finally happened this Saturday. Taylor, you were the head of this event. How'd it go?
Fall Fest went way better than SPB or WQAQ could have expected. I have to say all the planning and stress was definitely worth it, especially to see how it turned out in the end.
In case you missed all the excitement on Saturday, we have a recap coming up. Let's see it.
With Dan Ball, president of WQAQ. Dan, what's gone into planning an event like this?
It's been a lot of work. You know, it's been fantastic to work with SPB. They did a lot of the work with the food trucks and kind of getting all the physical stuff here. WQAQ was responsible for booking the artists, so the two bands that we have, and then Cale Dodd's our headliner. It's been a lot of work, but it's really great to see everything come together.
Taylor Sniffen, the main stage chair of SPV. Taylor, how much has gone into planning this event today?
It's been quite a lot. It's just because it's brand new, so we had nothing to work off of like past years. So Dan Ball from WQAQ and I have gotten together and planned from how we're going to get a stage onto the quad all the way to like what vendors we should bring. So it's been a lot of fun.
Are you having fun today at Fall Fest?
I am having a fantastic time today.
What's been the best part so far?
I think my favorite part is the emphasis on the festival itself. You know, it's not just about a music and a headliner. It's just about having fun and eating food and spending time with your friends. I feel like with the whole music thing, that's very subjective, and people might not like a certain artist or a certain genre, but with this kind of style of Fall Fest, I feel like it's more emphasis on the festival itself.
While this show is not about sports, we can't imagine leaving out the first hockey game of the season. The Hashtag Gals, as well as the whole student body, were decked out in their game day gold to cheer on the boys in their opener. And another first of the weekend, Fourth Wall Theater opened their production of Red Speedo. The play tells the story of an Olympic swimmer and his quest to survive, level the playing field, and of course, swim. Stay tuned for later in the show when we sit down with the leading man himself, Liam Devlin, and see what it is all about. When we come back,
we have all the opinions about the new Joker movie.
And we play a game to see how well we actually know our own events.
Don't go anywhere.
there are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go! What you picking up on, bud?
It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
October 4th marked the return of the Joker, this time played by Joaquin Phoenix.
People have had very strong opinions about the content, the portrayal, and as always, the acting.
Tyler Toledo and Robert Lyon are here with the full breakdown. Check it out.
Well, I thought The Joker was a very brilliantly acted movie by Joaquin Phoenix.
I would say with a combination of Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix joins that category as the best Jokers.
Carries the entire movie pretty much by himself.
But Phoenix, he knocked it out of the park.
I think the movie is a really interesting watch.
Say without spoiling it, is that the supporting actor in Robert De Niro is an acting great. He does a pretty good job in the movie as well.
A movie that's really worthwhile seeing. It has some really powerful messages about how society can treat people with mental health.
Oh yes, you should. I recommend it.
But if you're a fan of the Joker, if you're a fan of DC, if you're a fan of just good movies and want to see a deep character study, if you're like a fan of like Scorsese style movies, go see it. There's a lot of controversy surrounding it. It gets a lot of love and hate, and honestly, I'm more on the side as I love it. I can see why people wouldn't like it. There's a lot of it's not a flawless movie. Definitely don't take little kids.
Everybody must see it.
There's violence in it. It's not pretty, but like it's not Rambo kind of violence. Like
everybody must see it.
Don't take your kids to see it. You're going to be on the edge of your seat the entire time.
That is definitely a must-see. I'll have to get on that.
Agreed, but there's something else you absolutely have to see. Gabby Borelowski is here to tell us Hollywood's highs and lows of the week. Take it away, Gabby.
Thanks, guys. In our first high of this week, this past Friday, Ryan Murphy spoke at Variety's Power of Woman luncheon and announced that his son, who had a tumor growing behind his abdominal wall at 18 months, is now cancer-free. He described the effect that the chairman of Disney Television Studios and ABC Entertainment, Dana Walden, had on him in this hard time in his family's life. Murphy got very emotional during his speech as he spoke about the difficulties that cancer brought into his son's life. But he ended it stating he was finally able to bring his son, Ford, home from the hospital. And in TV low of the week, onto some upsetting news, Riverdale's past episode focused on the death of Luke Perry, Fred Andrews on the show. Since Luke Perry's death in March, fans have been on the edge of their seats waiting to see how the show would go about the situation. Fred's death on the show was heroic and heartbreaking, but it was so powerful to see the effect he had on the characters and the actors in real life. It was a true testament to the kind of man he was. But to end things on a brighter note, Amber Rose has given birth to hers and Alexander Edwards' first child together, a son named Alexander Edwards. Alexander shared on Instagram a post of him and with the caption stating, quote, Electric Alexander Edwards, the world is yours now. Thank you, Amber Rose, for loving me so much that you put your body through it to bring my son into the world. I could never be as strong as you, end quote. I'm wishing a huge congratulations to Amber and Alexander on this miracle. That's all I have this week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Gabby. Well, Tyler, it is the time in the show where we are going to see how well we know our own Student Programming Board events.
That's right. We plan a lot on what's going around on campus.
So, on the TV, descriptions of our events are going to come up. We're going to have a couple of seconds to write them down and see what we think, and then the event will be revealed. Ready?
I'm ready. First one, please.
Come play a game and have a frozen treat.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. Scoops categories?
Yeah, I thought of it in the last second. Yes! Okay, we didn't fail the first one. Okay, next. At the student organization table selling tickets. There's multiple. I'm gonna go with this one. All right.
1 second.
Oh, I see your answer. Oh, that's cheating, but it's fine. It's fine.
I don't care.
I just wrote one. Yeah, yes. I'm calling that as my win. Are you going to fail or pass the semester? What? Oh no. Oh, is it? I think it's.
Wait.
Oh, unless it was.
I have no
It might have been
idea.
Macaulay's, and I'm getting this very wrong. I think it's this one, but it also could be the speaker that we had. I'm not sure.
Kevin Smith.
I don't even know his name. I don't even know his name.
Psychic, they're crap. Oh, Shannon's gonna kill us.
Oh, that's a sad day. Got that one wrong. It'll have you laughing all the way to the top of the sleeping giant. What?
You were gone.
Yeah, I was gone. Oh,
Do you want to guess?
it was that comedian. I'm not gonna know his name. I went home that weekend.
I got his name. Kayvon?
Yeah. Nah.
Oh no.
Oh, he got it wrong.
Whoops.
How many more of these do we have? 'Cause I feel like we're failing. Fanny packs and photo booths. This was the. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
I spelled this wrong.
Jasmine's babies.
Jazzer Rising?
Wait,
Doing
why is the
well.
R in there?
Celebrating fall with. Oh, guys. Guys.
Fall back.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun, but it is time for us to head to commercial.
After a short break, Kat Donmeyer is here with us for the Hollywood News Update.
Don't go anywhere.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
We are back, and as promised, Kat Donmeyer is here with us for this week's Hollywood News Updates. Let's hear it.
Hey guys, some really wild stuff has been going on the West Coast this past week. Let's jump in. Jenny JWoww Farley has split from boyfriend Zach Carapinello after dating for less than a year. The split comes after a recent episode of Jersey Shore in which Carapinello was seen getting close with Angelina Pivarnik, Farley's fellow cast member, in Las Vegas. He was accused of asking her about her sex life, wrapping his arms around her, and trying to grab her butt. Farley took to Instagram to speak out about the episode, saying, quote, "After seeing tonight's episode, I'm pretty hurt. I feel disrespected by someone I called a friend and by someone who stated they loved me. For 5 months, I was kept in the dark about this. For 5 months, I was naive and probably laughed at and made into a storyline that will forever haunt me." End quote. Farley claimed that Pivarnik intentionally stirred the pot, knowing that the drama would make it into an episode of the reality show. The two then got into a heated Twitter exchange where Farley attacked Pivarnik's relationship. Do you guys think this was a publicity stunt? Should issues like this be used as plot lines for TV?
I don't think so. I mean, I have big opinions on the Jersey Shore. I'm from around there, so I can't stand the show. And so, I don't know. I just feel like that whole thing, they're way too deep into those people's lives. I feel bad for them partly, but at the same time, they signed up for it and they get paid a lot of money to show their lives.
See, I've watched every episode of Jersey Shore so
No way.
far, and to be honest, like this part seems like kind of fake to me. Like Angelina can definitely be the one to like stir the pot and all that stuff, but I feel like all the stuff that's happening on Twitter, I don't see that as that realistic with them, because JWoww has been known to like be in the media and be kind of very outspoken, but even that, it can be very difficult with her because she can sometimes not be the most honest person, in my opinion, based on the show.
Either way, she probably should have told Jenny that it was going on.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, it's official. Cody Simpson and Miley Cyrus are dating. Simpson told People magazine that he is, quote, very, very happy with Cyrus. Simpson, now 22, said he fell for Cyrus when he was 12 and had to wait 10 years for things to get romantic. Cyrus split from her husband, Liam Hemsworth, in the summer after a 10-year on-and-off relationship and 6 months of marriage. Interestingly, Liam Hemsworth also has a new bae. He made his relationship with Madison Brown public on Thursday. The two were seen walking around New York City, holding hands, and sharing a steamy kiss outside a bar over the weekend. So what do you guys think of the timing? How they both go public with the relationships at the same time? Do you like them with their new flings, or do you miss the old Liam and Miley?
I believe that the old Liam and Miley was very toxic based on their entire love life. I know they were very popular, and I thought they were very good as a couple, like on camera and everything. This is Miley's second relationship post Liam, so I don't think her doing this is very on time or like very staged. I think this is her just trying to get back in the dating scene and have a dating life again.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we've seen Miley again with multiple people. I feel like every week they're talking about Miley and how she's out and about with someone new. And with Liam, I mean, he disappeared right after the relationship, like right after the split. So to see him out, I guess, like kind of recuperating now and having a new girl is good, but I was really into Miley and Liam. I think Miley giving up a Hemsworth was just a mistake because it was a Hemsworth and they're just gorgeous, but I don't know. I'm happy for both if they're happy.
They seem so happy together. I miss Miley and Liam personally.
I do too.
They were the ones that I grew up with, you know?
I know.
They've been together since the last song.
That was like such a good movie.
Such a good movie. Such a cute couple. Well, just in case you've been sleeping under a rock the past 2 weeks, Shane Dawson has teamed up with Jeffree Star to release a new YouTube documentary series called The Beautiful World of Jeffree Star. They are also in the works on a new line of makeup. In the most recent episode, fans saw the behind-the-scenes look at Dawson and Star's recent scandals. Dawson's scandal involved jokes resurfacing that he made about committing sexual acts with his cat. The following day, Star told Dawson that his warehouse was burglarized and lost $2.5 million worth of makeup, including unreleased products. Star referred to it as an inside job. The pair believe that they were targeted by potential enemies since news got out of their collaboration. They believe the timing is suspicious and could be conspiracy. The makeup palette they're working on is actually called the Conspiracy Palette. Coincidence? You tell me.
So for this one, I have a lot of friends that have been talking about the story, and I did kind of look into it more. I kind of believe them with the whole inside job thing, considering this is the second time his warehouse has been burglarized and have stolen a lot of dollars worth of makeup. So I definitely think that this could have been an inside job, and I definitely think that they are just trying to release these products together, and I don't see anything too suspicious with it except for the people working in this warehouse.
Not gonna lie, not into this whole makeup world. I feel like there's a new scandal every day in it, and it just confuses me because it's makeup. But I also feel like any press is good press, even if it's bad press. And at this point, their story's out, people are hearing about it, and it's doing probably really good things for this palette that's about to be released. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and in the episode, actually, they talk about, Shane actually talks in the beginning of the episode that he should start using these scandals, because, I mean, the scandals was dumb in the first place. A joke that he made so long ago that was clearly not true, resurfacing. You know, he said, I'm just going to start using these scandals as kind of a way to get my name out there.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to drag you, then you might as well use it to your benefit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Kat.
We're heading out to commercial, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, Liam Devlin is with us to talk about his leading role.
Stick with us.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
This month is National Vegetarian Month, and some of our members are here to talk about it.
Check it out.
Hey hashtag, it's Karina.
And I'm Nina.
It is National Vegetarian Month, so we're gonna answer as many of the most commonly asked questions to vegans and vegetarians as we can in 1 minute. Where do you get your protein?
So as long as you're eating a well-rounded diet, you should be able to get enough protein, but I do like a good tofu.
Also, protein shakes, y'all. Do you miss meat? Sometimes.
Not really, honestly.
How do you live without cheese? There's vegan cheese. Some of it's really good. Some of it's really gross.
Yeah.
You have to pick and choose. Do you care when people eat meat in front of you? No.
No.
Not at all.
It's not up to me to like force people to live a certain way.
But why did you go vegetarian or vegan?
Well, I don't know. Well, my mom was vegetarian, so I decided to try being vegetarian as well. And I honestly just liked it, and I decided to go vegan because I might as well. I was already lactose intolerant. Might as well just like finish it off.
I'm allergic to everything. I'm allergic to meat, I'm allergic to dairy, I'm allergic to gluten, so here we are. This is not by choice. And finally, is it worth it? I feel better when I'm eating things that make me feel good, and I think the moral of the story is you should eat what makes you feel good. That is 1 minute, that's up. So I hope we answered enough of your questions to satisfy your curiosity about what we actually eat and what we do. And back to you guys at the chairs.
Liam Devlin is here with us to talk about his starring role in Fourth Wall's production of Red Speedo.
Liam, we are really excited to have you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So first question, what is the story of Red Speedo about?
So Red Speedo is a story about this guy who's training to become an Olympic swimmer, and it's a four-person cast. It follows the story of Ray, a wannabe Olympic swimmer, Coach, who is his coach, his brother Peter, who is also his lawyer and aspiring sports manager, and Lydia, Ray's ex-girlfriend. So it's about what happens when the stakes are so high that people are willing to throw aside maybe some morals that they have to achieve greatness and to really get what everybody wants. And it's really a story about the American dream.
Can you give us some more info about your character that you played?
Sure. So I played Ray, who, like I said, he's a swimmer. I think his specialization stroke was the breaststroke, if I'm remembering correctly. And he's this, he's not the brightest guy. He's not intelligent per se, but he knows what he wants, and he knows really emotional values is what he holds dear rather than intelligence. And the story is really about how Ray grows as a person and realizes like what he wants and what he's willing to do in order to obtain what he wants. And when he realizes what he's doing is per se wrong, he goes through that journey and steps even further, and how people try to maybe take him and make what they want of him, but he won't let that happen by the end. By the end, he's just really thinking about himself and what's best for him and what he really wants.
So we know a lot about Ray, but for you, what was the most rewarding part? I mean, you put so much work into it.
Definitely the fact that we were able to sell out all of our shows. When our production was starting last Thursday and it ran all the way till Sunday, we had 3 night performances and 2 matinees. It was just an incredible, rewarding experience to have a full audience really engage with the show and enjoy the show and laugh and in some moments maybe even share sympathy and feel a little bit of remorse and maybe some empathy for the characters, because not every character is a good person, but every character is a person that you care about.
Very interesting. Okay, so obviously sold out shows every night. Other than that, how else was opening weekend?
Opening weekend was great. I mean, we had, I know that I had a lot of my friends come out to support me, and I know that lots of other people on the cast who, by the way, I must say, everyone on the cast was incredible to work with. It was really, really 3 other talented people that I was working with, Joe, Julia, and Betts. Shout out. But no, it was a real fun time to work and experiment and play with the script with everyone that was involved. It was a great time overall, and it reflected in our performance on opening weekend. I mean, people seemed to really be enjoying the show. So I other than that, I mean, what more can you say? What more can you hope for?
Definitely. And I think our final question for you is, what went into this process? I mean, I believe you started months ago preparing, and can you just walk us through the process of the whole show?
Yeah, so we start early. Our second week of school even was the audition process, and then from there it was there was a casting call open to anyone really on campus, but eventually we were able to make callbacks from that, and then from callbacks, this is about a week process of audition to callback. And then they have callbacks, and once the director, our lovely director, Mariah Sage, picked out who she wanted for the cast and made sure that it wasn't conflicting with anything, with any of the other shows that were going on, we had to, sorry, just this, got a
They're
fickle thing
annoying.
going on.
They're always annoying.
But yeah, so it was the audition process, the callback, and then we were in prep for about 4 weeks, and then finally our dress and our final rehearsals and production designer meeting, and those rehearsals, those were about last 2 weeks. So overall about 6 weeks of hard work and dedication, long nights.
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
And
thank you so much for being here, Liam.
Thank you for having me.
that is all we have this week. Make sure to follow us at Q30 Entertainment on Facebook and Twitter, at Q30TV on Instagram.
For everyone out here and in the back, I'm Charlie McNeill.
And I'm Taylor Sniffen. Good night.